Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to our Camnet Midday News. My name is Amazing Katamanda with the headlines. Let KABWATA MP killer convicted. CHISHALA KATEKA questions presidential directive to disburse CDF in 60 days.
Team, the trajectory of the business looks very positive, and it looks like we'll be able to launch the
She has so much data.
Mom.
Yes, baby.
It says here, global warming and climate change is caused by the pollution from careless activities of human beings.
Wow!
Son, do you know I can turn my phone into a TV remote?
How's that possible?
It's so easy. Check this out.
Be smart, be fast with mega data from Zamtel. Get your 15 GB mobile data for only 100 kwacha, 30 GB mobile data for only 200 kwacha, and your 70 GB LTE data bundle with free Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Visit our Facebook page, website, or service centers countrywide for more information. Zamtel, your digital lifestyle partner.
Thank you for staying with us in other news in detail. The construction of sewer line by Unique Construction Lusaka's Chawama West have caused damages to water pipes, which have triggered flooding in the area. Residents spoken to have lamented to Camnet News that the situation is posing a health hazard and has the broken water pipes are being contaminated.
From this place to what is causing havoc there in Kanyama West, along Kanyama West Clinic Road. This is a point. The constructors are discharging water into the drainage, and there in front there is no drainage to talk about, so the residents are complaining.
It might seem like the rainy season is long gone, but Kanyama West residents have been subjected to cold season of floods due to negligent pumping of water into a blocked drainage by Unique Construction Company. The company, who has been engaged to construct sewer lines in another area but is facing an influx of underground water, has resulted into pumping the water into the blocked drainage. Speaking to Camnet News, Kanyama resident Florine Miangano says the water is greatly affecting their livelihood and causing their businesses to stall.
Vana ni vangono kungogwera mu manzi kungoenda chabe mu manzi era ukungani uku ma business y'abantu yayimirira so chabe kulibena kuti mutantike mugulise mpeze mova kuti avana kulibe tapapata.
And the head teacher for Everlasting Gospel Community School is calling upon relevant authorities to swiftly look into the matter as the children's welfare is endangered.
Of water floods, I don't know what is happening outside in the area of Kanyama. So we have got floods outside. Moreover, we have got little children here, those who go by themselves at home. So you may find that when going home, maybe a child can strike the water there, then you can have a problem. So we are just appealing to the government to work on that.
Meanwhile, Kanyama West Ward 14 councillor says he is not happy that his ward has been subjected to floods and therefore is calling on all construction works to hold until the solution is found and the situation is brought back to normal.
It won't benefit my people here, but look at what they have been subjected to, you know. So I am saying, please, they should stop doing this, not until they repair the damaged roads, the damage that has been caused on the road, and also they come and unblock the drainage. Let them show me where the drainage is, where they are pumping this water, you know. So I am saying, let them stop, let them hold the production, because we have been subjected to a very bad situation here. We can't take water anymore here, you know. Even in rain season, the floods weren't like this.
Cherish Sibote for Camnet News, Lusaka.
Opposition New Heritage Party leader CHISHALA KATEKA has questioned whether the rollout of Constituency Development Fund (CDF) to various constituencies within the 60 days presidential directive is attainable. Speaking in an interview with Camnet News, Ms. KATEKA says the implementation of CDF will only be effective once capacity is built in the implementers of the program.
The country burst into celebration following the increment of Constituency Development Funds, CDF, from 1.6 million kwacha to 25.7 million kwacha per constituency on October 29, 2021, when Finance and National Planning Minister Stumbeko Msokotwane made the announcement through the budget speech. But on June 12, 2022, Sunday, Republican President Hakainde Hichilema, Wallace Chingola, directed all stakeholders involved in the rolling out of CDF to actualize the program to the citizens within 2 months. However, the remarks by the head of state have been received with mixed feelings, as Lukasha Member of Parliament George Chisanga fears the directive is not attainable.
The period of time that is being given by the President may not be very practical. If you consider firstly that this is the first time we're dealing with this kind of empowerment. You know, every teething problem, every new product has got its own teething problems, and people have to give time for those problems to be sorted out. These funds were not given to us like last year. They were only given to us about a month or 2 from today. And to try and work with these funds for a period that's being specified by the President may not work. This is public funds we're going to be utilizing. We have to be very careful how we work with them. Secondly, you know, there's a challenge of capacity in the local authorities. We have actually been saying this for a long time, that there should have been a corresponding capacitation of local authorities to deal with these funds. These are not small amounts of money that we're talking about. And also the number of clubs that are going to apply is big enough. We may not be able to deal with these matters in the period of the next 2 months. I want to suspect that the President was making a political statement and not a policy statement when he was saying what he was saying, because quite frankly, the complexities or the complications that are coming with the disbursement of these CDF funds countrywide.
And new Heritage Party leader CHISHALA KATEKA sits on the premises that the directive may be attained once the bottlenecks are addressed.
CDF shouldn't have been rolled out in year 1. Year 1 should have been used to train those who are handling the CDF, and then also to build capacity of those that are to access. As it is, the youth, the women, they feel that the process, there are roadblocks in terms of accessing that CDF.
Meanwhile, Local Government and Rural Development Permanent Secretary in charge of administration, Mamboha Maundu, indicates that the ministry is equal to the task and meet the deadline despite the challenges. He has therefore refuted claims by some stakeholders that the ministry lacks capacity to effectively implement the program.
We must ensure that the whole process comes together. Ultimately, we have been given a mandate, or we have been given a responsibility as a Ministry of Local Government to implement this. So the buck really at the end of the day stops on us. So if there are any inefficiencies or inadequacies that are beneath us.
The program are meant to facilitate the deliverance of public developmental goods and services directly to the local communities. For now, citizens can only hope for the program to be actualized and see its benefits. Nelson Zulu for Camnet News in Lusaka.
A 62-year-old businessman of Lusaka, Alik Kaulonga, has been sentenced to 12 months imprisonment for causing the death of the late KABWATA Member of Parliament, Levi Mkandawire. The opposition patriotic acting President Given Luwinda has pleaded not guilty before the Lusaka Magistrate Court under the Specialized Economic Crimes Court to 4 counts of possessions of property suspected to be process of crime. Mr. Luwinda, who appeared before Magistrate Stanford Mundowele, I beg your pardon, Mr. Luwinda, who appeared before Lusaka Magistrate Stanford, denied allegations of obtaining $230,000 United States dollars from a Chinese company and using part of the money to acquire land in Kingsland City.
Opposition Patriotic Front acting President Given Luwinda and former Defense Minister Geoffrey Mwamba appeared before the Lusaka's Magistrate Court Monday morning under the Specialized Economic and Financial Crimes Court to answer to different charges that they are both facing before court. Mr. Mwamba, a PF member, who is commonly known as GBM, is facing 24 counts of being in possession of property reasonably suspected of being proceeds of crime and conflict of interest involving millions of kwacha and thousands of dollars respectively. While his co-accused, Adolphus Mwanga is said to have been in possession of over 1 million kwacha, property believed to be corruptly gained. Among some of the 24 counts that Mr. Mwamba is facing before court, it is alleged that between the 27th of December 2012 and the 31st of March 2013, whilst he was defense minister, he failed to disclose interest in writing relating to a contract for the supply and delivery of general purpose shelter tents of Zambia Army. However, this morning, when Mr. Mwamba appeared before the Financial Crimes Court, he made an application requesting that before he takes his plea, the court must quash 11 charges from the 24 that he is currently facing, as they are barred for duplicity and do not disclose the nature of conflict of interest that he is accused of. Mr. Mwamba, whose application was based on 5 grounds, further submitted that he shouldn't be jointly charged with a second accused person because the offense that they are charged with are both different and do not in any way connect. The state has requested for more time to respond to the application. The matter has been adjourned to the 24th of June 2022. Meanwhile, Opposition Patriotic Front Acting President Given Lubinda has pleaded not guilty to 4 counts of possession of property suspected of being proceeds of crime. Mr. Lubinda, who also appeared before Magistrate Stanford Ngobola for his corruption case, denied illegally obtaining $230,000 United States dollars from a Chinese company and using part of the money to acquire land in Kingsland City. He is expected to appear before court on the 11th of July 2022. Miriam Kaimba reporting for Camnet TV News.
That item brings us to the end of our Camnet Midday News, but before we go, we take a look at the headlines once again. Led KABWATA MP killer convicted. CHISHALA KATEKA questions presidential directive to disburse CDF in 60 days. That's all we had for you on our Camnet Midday. My name is Amazing Kadamana. Good afternoon.